The UFC returned Saturday night with its second pay-per-view of the year. UFC 258 took place at the UFC APEX in Las Vegas, and MMA on the Go have the results. Starting with the early prelims, Gabe Green defeated Rowe via unanimous decision. Gabe Green earned his first UFC win to start the prelims, defeating promotional newcomer Rowe in a unanimous decision. Green was able to hurt Rowe early in the second round with strikes, although he slowed his own momentum by accidentally striking Rowe in the groin twice. Green was able to target Rowe with leg kicks throughout the fight, dropping him a few times due to it in the second and third rounds. Gutierrez showed off his striking ability against Ewell to pick up a unanimous decision win on the prelims. The almost strictly stand-up fight saw Gutierrez pressure Ewell, keeping him on his back foot and defending hard shots. The catchweight fight at 140 pounds was made on short notice. Ewell's bout against Cody Stamann was cancelled due to UFC's COVID-19 protocol. Gutierrez, his variety of shots saw him score strikes to the head while also damaging the legs of Ewell. Gutierrez! Polyana Viana showcased her submission skills on the prelims, catching Mallory in the first round with an armbar to earn a victory. Viana's submission win saw her capitalize on the fight being taken to the ground by Martin. Viana had Martin in trouble for over a minute on the ground, as she searched for a triangle choke before getting a finish through an armbar. The bout was Viana's second consecutive armbar victory. Belal Muhammad defeated Dhiego Lima via unanimous decision. Belal Muhammad kept a high pace of punches against Dhiego Lima for 3 rounds to earn a unanimous decision win on Saturday. Muhammad proved his conditioning in the fight, pressing forward on Lima for all 3 rounds and keeping Lima against the cage. Lima was able to score with shots off his back foot, although he did not come close to matching Muhammad's output. The fight was Lima's return after over a year outside of the cage.
Below, remember the name, Muhammad!
Anthony Hernandez pulled off a massive upset to conclude the preliminary card, submitting undefeated grappler Rodolfo Vieira in the second round with a guillotine choke. The win saw Hernandez evade early troubles and then use striking to do damage on Vieira before finishing the fight with a choke. Vieira found himself in great trouble once he returned to the feet, as Hernandez was able to hurt him greatly with punches. Clearly rocked by shots in numerous occasions, Vieira shot for takedowns throughout the round. Tired and hurt, Vieira was hit with a head kick and elbows in the second round. Shooting for a takedown out of desperation, Vieira was caught in a choke and tapped out.
By submission due to a guillotine choke, Anthony Hernandez!
Before we finish the video, if you enjoyed this content, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the latest videos from MMA on the Go. Starting the main card, Julian Marquez pulled off a stoppage win late in his fight against Pitolo, catching him in the final minute of the bout with an anaconda choke. Marquez's submission win came shortly after Pitolo shot for a takedown. Before being taken down, Marquez put together a series of strikes on Pitolo that had him hurt. Pitolo was winning the 2 previous rounds in the fight, scoring with punches and attempting submissions on the ground. Ricky Simon used takedowns and ground and pound to earn a unanimous decision against Kelleher on Saturday's main card. The well-rounded performance earned Simon his second win of the year. Simon was busy with ground and pound while holding control over Kelleher during the fight. Kelleher suffered a large cut around his right eyebrow early in the fight due to an elbow from Monday. The cut seemingly bothered Kelleher throughout the fight, often bleeding into his right eye.
Ricky Simon!
Kelvin Gastelum put an end to his losing streak on Saturday, putting together strikes and well-timed slam takedowns to defeat Heinisch in a unanimous decision bout. Before Saturday, Gastelum had a 3-fight losing streak that came against high-level competition in the middleweight division. After losing an interim title fight to Israel Adesanya, Gastelum had lost fights to Darren Till and Jack Hermanson.
Kelvin Gastelum!
Alexa Grasso defeated Barber via unanimous decision. Alexa Grasso spoiled the return of Barber in the co-main event, defeating the flyweight contender with a unanimous decision. Grasso's sharp striking was what allowed her to pick up a win on Saturday. Along with her striking, Grasso was able to showcase her grappling in the fight, something she did not show as much in her previous pro bouts.
Alexa Grasso.
Kamaru Usman showed his heavy fists on Saturday night, stopping Gilbert Burns with punches in the third round to retain his UFC welterweight championship for the third time. Usman put an end to their fight early in the third round, flooring Burns with a right jab. Follow-up shots on the ground caused referee Herb Dean to step in. Usman started to take over the fight in the second round, making a comeback after a troubling first round. Burns had a hot start to his fight, damaging Usman in the opening round with punches. Burns hurt Usman in the first minute of the fight, cracking him with a right hand that visibly hurt him. Usman was quick to recover from the attack.
Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare!